Here is your latest African news.
Burkina Faso. Burkinabe military prosecutors seek 30 years for Compaoré over Sankara murder. Military prosecutors in Burkina Faso on Tuesday requested a 30-year prison term for former President Blaise Compaoré over the 1987 murder of his predecessor, revolutionary leader Thomas Sankara. A trial was launched into the killing last year after French authorities finally agreed to release military documents giving details of the circumstances of his death. The closely followed trial is almost at its climax as the West African nation reels from its latest coup following popular anger over jihadist attacks. Africa-wide. African Union suspends debate on observer status for Israel. The African Union announced the suspension of the debate over Israel's observer status following objections raised by member countries over Israeli occupation and oppression of Palestinians. The decision was reached at the AU summit held in Addis Ababa, where the heads of state of the 55-member body met for 2 days. The decision by the AU was welcomed by many. The Palestinian Foreign Ministry thanked the AU for standing by the Palestinian right, foremost Algeria, South Africa, and Nigeria, and the Southern African Development Community countries for their role in refusing to grant Israel the observer status. The ministry called the AU's decision another step on the path to pressure Israel to end its occupation of Palestinian land and stop its continuous violations of the rights of the Palestinian people, and an explicit call for it to comply with the United Nations resolutions. Libya. Libyan Prime Minister Abdulhamid Al-Dibeiba says he will defy Parliament's move to replace him. Abdulhamid Dibeiba rejected Parliament's decision to appoint a new premier to head the country's transitional government. After Libya's first presidential election failed under Dibeiba's watch, lawmakers indicated that they would appoint a new prime minister. Dibeiba said he wants to push for the elections, but the parliament has to agree first with the High Council of State, an advisory body based in the capital of Tripoli. The failure to hold the presidential elections has been a major blow to international efforts to end the decade of chaos in Libya. Senegal. Joyful crowd welcomed the new African champions in Dakar. Senegal's victorious football team were treated to a hero's welcome when they landed back in the capital Dakar, a day after winning the Africa Cup of Nations for the first time. President Macky Sall, who had been outside the country, cut short his foreign trip to return to Dakar and receive the players. Each member of the national team was rewarded with cash prizes and plots of land. Senegal defeated Egypt 4-2 on penalties, becoming the tournament champions for the first time in their history. Thanks for watching. You can directly support us and this news series by joining our membership program or fans membership subscription on the button below. Visit our news website weloveafrica.net to stay updated with all the latest African developments and future events. Remember to share, like, and leave your comments below.